Singapore has upgraded its full-year GDP growth forecast to between 2 and 3% from a range of 1 to 3%. It comes as the economy performed better than expected, with a 2.9% expansion in the second quarter. Still, analysts say the revised outlook depends on the manufacturing sector and external demand. Nadirah Zaidi finds out more.
Singapore's manufacturing sector shrank 1% in the second quarter this year, bogged down by a decline in pharmaceutical output. But things may be improving.
We are looking into this to understand some of the root causes and also to try to address them as much as possible. But overall, we are cautiously optimistic that the overall manufacturing sector will continue to mount a gradual recovery.
Analysts say demand for electronics like PCs, smartphones and AI-related chips will likely boost Singapore's manufacturing sector.
In view of manufacturers being a bit more worried about any trade war or additional tariffs out of the US, we do see a bit of extra stocking up by a lot of manufacturers, especially importers from the US. So we think that will kind of push up numbers a little bit, especially for the third quarter.
With the Grand Prix in September and major global events upcoming, tourist footfall is expected to increase and benefit consumer-facing industries.
This may help to boost sectors like accommodation, food and beverage sectors, and perhaps support a bit of the retail spending in the region. But I think it also has the potential to still be fairly muted because consumers now are grappling with the high cost of living, and I think increasingly they are also being quite selective in terms of what they are spending.
Still, authorities say strong productivity growth in the US, Eurozone and Southeast Asia mean the external demand outlook is resilient for the rest of the year. Rate cuts by the Federal Reserve are also expected to provide a lift to Singapore's finance and insurance sector.
The baseline, which will need to be endorsed by the incoming data in the next few months and quarters ahead, is still for constructive economic activity for the US economy in H2, and therefore to provide adequate support for the external environment or external demand facing the Singapore economy.
MTI says one key area it's looking at is in improving the overall productivity performance, which will drive Singapore's economy in the years ahead.